My dear students, I am Satish Koda, Assistant Professor and HOD, Department of Zoology, Government First Grade College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Shira. Today, in this session, I am going to teach on topic that is transmission, prevention and controlling measures of typhoid. And this topic belongs to 3rd BSc 6th semester, paper 7, Applied Zoology of Tumkur University. Students, we all know that this typhoid fever is very common nowadays among the peoples. In this class, I am going to speak about this important and common fever and how it transmit and what is the causative agent and how it spreads from person to person and what are the preventive and controlling measures of this disease. Dear students, this typhoid fever is basically it is a bacterial fever, means so it is a bacterial infection which is caused by the bacteria called Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi is a causative agent of this typhoid fever, and this bacteria, which is Salmonella typhi, is growing in the intestine and blood of man. And this typhoid fever, how it spreads and how it transmits from among the individuals, coming to the transmission. So this typhoid fever is spreading by eating or spread by eating food or drinking water with contaminated feces of the infected person. And this is the one way to spread among the individuals, among the peoples. And second one, it also spread through utensils contaminated with Salmonella typhi. It also spread through utensils contaminated with the Salmonella typhi, and the contaminated water which is used for washing the fruits and vegetables. So if we use the contaminated water that contaminated with this bacteria which is Salmonella typhi, that water is used for washing or washing the fruits or the vegetables or for drinking purpose. This typhoid causative agent spreads from person to person or among the individuals. This is how it spreads. And one more very important thing is there is a more risk factor when there is a poor sanitization and a poor hygiene. So hence the very good hygiene and good sanitization is very important. This is how it transmit or spread among the individuals. This is about transmission. And now coming to the symptoms. What are the symptoms of this disease, that is typhoid? So regarding symptoms concerned, one of the most important symptom is among the people who are suffering from this fever, that is high fever. The people who are suffering from typhoid, who is getting frequently are suffering with frequently with a high fever, that fever occurs in a similar intervals. Similar intervals means ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟೈಫಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಗೆ ಹೈ ಫೀವರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ವೆಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫೀವರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇನು ನೈಟ್ ಟೈಮೇ ಬರೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ಡೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಫೀವರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಡೇ ಟೈಮೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಕೂಡ ಡೇ ಟೈಮೇ ಫೀವರ್ ಬರೋದು. ಈ ಥರ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವೆಲ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹೈ ಫೀವರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಫೀವರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ very high, that person suffering from the temperature increases in up to the 104 degree Fahrenheit. And the other symptoms are like weakness and abdominal pain. So tumba weak agodu matte abdominal pain, very severe abdominal pain occurs among the people who are suffering from typhoid. And headache is very commonly headache is occurs among the peoples. And second one is diarrhea is uncommon, but sometimes it may happens or it may occurs. And also vomiting is not usually severe, but sometimes vomiting is also a symptom of this typhoid fever. And some people develop a skin rashes with rose colored spots, particularly on the neck or on the abdomen or on the knees or thighs or on the hands. So all over the body, particularly especially neck and abdomen is a very particular part, which is where you can see the skin rashes with the rose colored spots. These are some important symptoms of typhoid fever. So look at these diagrams, which here the first diagram picture represents the high fever, which is first and foremost symptom of this typhoid. And this high fever occurs in intervals. And the second one is rashes. So you can see here rashes on the at the region of thigh and also hands. These rashes are pink spots or rose colored spots. So here the rashes are on the neck and at the region of the upper dorsal region, at the neck region. And here this picture represents the severe abdominal pain, and these are all very common symptoms of the typhoid fever. Now coming to the prevention. What are the preventive measures of this disease? How we are going to prevent? So here I quoted some important preventive measures. The first one is drink boiled water. Say we can easily prevent the disease by drinking boiled water or hot cold water or mild or lukewarm water. By drinking this lukewarm water or hot cold water or boiled water, we can easily prevent the disease or typhoid. And a second one is peel all fruit and vegetable skin before eating. So one must should peel the vegetables skin before eating. ಸೊ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ವೆಜಿಟಬಲ್ಸನ್ನ ತೊಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಾಗೆ ರಾ ವೆಜಿಟಬಲ್ಸ್ ತಿನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ದ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಬೈ ಪೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ದ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ by the process of peeling, and after we should eat. By doing this we can also prevent the disease typhoid. And the third one is keep flies away from food. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಆಹಾರ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ ಫ್ಲೈಸ್ ಬೈ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ those containers of the food. Then cook the food thoroughly and eat it. We should eat the fully cooked or thoroughly cooked food rather than eating of half boiled half-boiled, half-cooked or half-boiled food. We should eat thoroughly cooked food. Then we should prevent this fever. And another most important thing to prevent, important thing to remember here to prevent the disease, that is typhoid vaccine can be preferable. So there are many vaccines are available in the market regarding typhoid. So we should vaccinate with that typhoid fever. It is very much preferable to prevent the typhoid. And other efforts to prevent the disease, they are providing clean drinking water, rather than the contaminated water drinking. We should provide or we should drink clean water. And good sanitization. So sanitization is very important. Good sanitization is very important. We should maintain our sanitize very cleanly and neatly. And also hand washing. Hand washing is also a preventive measures of this typhoid. So we should wash our hands by using soap or hand washes. Nowadays there are many brands of hand washes are available in the market. We should use by using that hand washes, we should also prevent the typhoid. And these are some important preventive measures of typhoid fever. So here, look at this picture. One, we should avoid the drinking, contaminated drinking or tap water. We don't know whether it is contaminated or not, so that we should avoid this outside drinking water. We should maintain neatly, and we should follow the clean drinking water habitats. And the vegetables are also, we should wash these vegetables with the clean water or hygiene water or non-contaminated water. And also we should peel these the vegetables skin before eating. And also vegetables must cook rather than using raw vegetables. If we want to use these raw vegetables without boiling or without cooking, we should wash these vegetables with non-contaminated water, and also we should peel this skin of these vegetables as well as fruits. By doing this, we can also prevent the disease. And we should follow this by washing hands with the use of hand sanitizer or soap water. These are the preventive measures of this typhoid. Now coming to the treatment and controlling measures. How to control this typhoid fever, and what are the treatments? So mainly there are effective controlling measures of this typhoid are antibiotics. By using these multi-antibiotics which are available, and especially ciprofloxacin and ceftriaxone. Ciprofloxacin and ceftriaxone are the main antibiotics. We should use these antibiotics to treat the typhoid fever, and we should control the typhoid. And other antibiotics are available in the medicals, ampicillin and chloramphenicol and trimethoprim and sulfamethoxazole. These are the other antibiotics or the medicines which are available to treat the typhoid fever. By using this, we can also control the fever. And the people who are suffering with severe typhoid also may be treated with Glucocorticoids such as dexamethasone. These are the analgesics, analgesic tablets which are available in the medical field. So, who are suffering from severe typhoid, we should use or we should treat it with glucocorticoids, means steroids, and such as dexamethasone. Okay, and lastly, it is very important to rehydrate by drinking adequate clean water. The people who are suffering from typhoid is need to rehydrate by drinking adequate water, adequate clean water. We should control this disease. Dear students, and these are the treatment and controlling measures of this typhoid. By doing this method, we can easily control the disease. And I hope you all understood this very simple and common disease which is occurs in day-to-day life among the peoples, and that is typhoid. I hope you all understood well, and I conclude my topic here, and I will meet you in the next session with a different topic, different interesting topic. Till then, stay safely and be at home, and because health is wealth, so stay safe at home. Thank you very much.